Welcome to the podcast where I get naked with you and my thoughts disrobe and we talk about life and its lessons. I did that backwards. Woo, it's okay. Um, I'm Jesse, your host of Disrobe Thoughts. It's okay because who cares? This is my third episode in a row because I wanted to catch up. I wanted to catch up on the episodes. I missed 2 weeks, I think, and I wanted to catch up on them a little bit. I don't know when they'll all release. I'll probably edit one tonight and release one tomorrow, and the other two in the next couple of days. Um, but you know, I have always had the best of intentions. Always had the best intentions. And in doing these things that I'm excited about doing, in setting up programs for my business, in getting up early and meditating and working out and creating a great breakfast for myself and reading. It's the Miracle Morning, your Savers. I don't know if any of you guys have read that book, but Savers stands for Silence, Affirmation, Visualization, Exercise, or Reading, and Scribe. And they are the things that you are recommended to do by all the successful people every morning to help start your day for just a fantastic fucking day. And the days that I've done it, I've had fantastic fucking days. And I always had the best of intentions, and then that alarm goes off and snooze and really fucking easy to hit. So I'm working really hard. This growth thing, really hard on keeping up with everything. And one of the things that I really want to keep up on is episodes with you guys. And so since I'm a little bit behind, I'm on a fucking roll tonight, I thought let's just do one more. Let's do one more episode. Am I 4 episodes behind or just 2? I think it's just 2. We'll do the math later. Anyway, and regardless, this is probably what you're going to get. Who knows? Next week I might have 2 more. and these are things that I've been really wanting to talk about the last 2 weeks. Last week I released an episode on grief. This week I really wanted, but at the same time I really wanted to talk about anxiety because I had just had that date and I was so anxious during that, and I want to talk about anxiety and how I handle anxiety, spill my anxiety. Be punny with you guys. Um yeah. and then I was thinking about it, and we talked a lot about it in Curable about joy and having fun, and I really want to do an episode about joy. And then this argument with a friend came up where they were not understanding what I was saying, and I felt so misunderstood and so not heard. And that video that I watched, that Florence Given had posted, matched exactly with that, me needing to understand that it's okay to not be heard. I had literally watched that video the night before this weird argument happened. So there was something in the stars. I don't know. And then it helped because in that moment I was ready to be what do you mean? Re-explain things, go at it. And then I realized, Jessica, stop. It's okay that you're being misunderstood. They are protecting themselves from something right now, and they need to have that. They need that right now. Maybe they'll move through it, understand it later. Maybe they won't. Either way, it's okay. It's okay. And so I was like, I gotta do an episode on that, because what is self-growth if you're not growing through what is a self-growth podcast if you're not talking about growing through anxiety? You're not talking about growing through allowing people to misunderstand you and not hear you. You know how hard that fucking is? It's so fucking hard. It's a part of life I hate. So we're gonna fucking talk about it. And then I'm like, man, we're talking about sad shit. We're talking about anxiety, which is not fun shit. And we're talking about more not fun shit. And being misunderstood is never fun. it hurts. It's not fun. And then having to be okay with it, get the fuck out of here. So I was like, this bitch need to do an episode on joy, because joy is something that I think we're missing a lot of in our adulthood. Even as kids, at some point, joy becomes less. And this is a spoiler on Inside Out 2. So if you have not watched Inside Out 2 and you don't want the spoilers, um please exit now. Exit now and forever hold your peace. No, exit now, and I will put in the description the point in time in which you can come back. And if you can't come back, there will be no point in time in the description in which you can come back until you've seen Inside Out 2, and then you can watch this episode. And if you don't care about spoilers, great. So Inside Out. Welcome to my brain. And being a person who hates fucking spoilers. I fucking hate spoilers. Don't spoil shit for me. So I'm gonna warn you. Courtesy. Moment. Exit now. I feel like I've given you enough time to exit now, right? Right? I hope so. So Inside Out 2, this one was about anxiety. She hits puberty. I forgot her name. She's really cool, this character. She's hit puberty, and she's now being like, new emotions are being introduced. Anxiety is one of them. Ennui is the boredom. He's like your sarcasm. He's your I'm cool. Let's play it cool. It's fine. He just went in my brain and was like, I got this. I'm cool. I don't know. And then there's embarrassment. That's what happened right after I did that. And there's envy. And so all these emotions end up bottling up all the other emotions: joy and sadness, anger, and fear. And man, was that like just so, I was like, dang, that really hit the nail, hammer on the head of the nail on the head. It really, whatever that phrase is, it hit that. And I don't know. I was like, wow, I really can relate to this. Bottle up emotions. I didn't let mine out until a little bit later than they did in the movie. They let theirs out earlier on. And joy, it was so beautiful because there was a moment where this character just like, one of the sadness looks at Joy and she goes, she wants you. I got goosies, guys. Got goosies just thinking about it. She wants you. And yes, I cry during this movie. It's fine. And Joy goes up to the board and starts like doing her thing. And it just reminded me so much of what we talked about. We talked a lot about it Incurable in one of the workshops I did, about how as adults we just so rarely make a point to feel joy. In joy, in Atlas of the Heart, they talk about foreboding joy, and I did not realize what the joy that I had felt in the last not the last like 3 years, but previous to that, like most of my life, had been foreboding joy. And foreboding joy is when you are experiencing a happy moment. You are, I don't know, watching your favorite movie, but at the back of your mind, in the pit of your stomach, you feel like something bad is about to happen. That's foreboding joy. You're waiting for the other food to drop. You're waiting for the other shoe to drop. And that is what I've experienced a majority of my life. True joy is being present. That is like the key to like half of my shit. Half of like my growth, half of my understanding of life is just to be present, to be focused, to be in the moment. And, I talked about that in the last episode about being misunderstood. I misunderstand people when I'm not in the moment. I don't hear people when I'm not in the moment. When I'm not in the moment, I'm not experiencing joy because I'm somewhere else. I'm in the past, I'm in the future, I'm somewhere else. If I'm truly present, I'm truly in the moment, and I'm doing something I enjoy doing, it brings me joy. And I love it. It's like it's fun, it feeds the soul. It's good for chronic pain. It's good for pain in general. It's good for the heart. It's good for everything. And so so the things that bring me joy, I love watching movies. I love going to the movies. I don't care that like you got the biggest TV in town. I like physically going to the movies. I like ordering my popcorn. That's probably way overpriced. I don't actually find the movie theater I go to be that overpriced. As far as movie theaters go. Anyway, doesn't matter. I like doing that. I enjoy doing that because when I'm sitting in that chair, for one, I'm forced to not have my phone on. I'm forced to stick my phone in my fucking bag. The theater I go to has a policy where there's no talking, no texting. Like, do not be on your phone. Do not be talking to your neighbor, or they will kick you out. I take those rules very seriously. And so, though some other people do not, I do. And I really like putting my phone in my purse on do not disturb with the volume down just in case my phone decides to start playing random music like it do. And I will tell you about that in a moment because that is a funny story. Um and it's one of those but it puts me fully present, fully in the moment, and I'm watching this movie. I'm watching the magic unfold. And it's crazy to me. It was like a beautiful kind of crazy. Like I fucking love it. I love that somebody out there, or a lot of somebodies, because it takes more than one person to make a movie. So a lot of somebodies out there, one, wrote this movie. They came up with the dialogue. They came up with the um this, the idea, the whole concept of the movie, right? And you have so many parts to make this work. You have the writing, the scenery, how people are acting, literally, how they are expressing their emotion, how they want you to feel. That's the part that gets me most. All the pieces to this movie come together to make you, the audience, feel something. They do it so strategically too because they want you to feel sad. They want you to feel angry and infuriated. They want you to feel happy. They want you to feel nostalgic. They want you to feel whatever their goal is to make you feel, they want you to fucking feel it. And if you're fully present in that moment, you do. You see exactly how they had envisioned this movie to come out, what they wanted for their audience. And the pieces that come together, you could not have that just with the writing. You could not have that just with the acting. You can't have that just with the scenery. You can't have that just with a director directing. You have to have all those pieces come together to make this big beautiful thing that makes you feel things and transports you into places you've never been before, into relationships and emotions and feelings you've never felt before, and it just is magical. And I love it. It brings me so much joy. Even when I'm crying, I'm sitting there bawling my eyes out in the movie. Um, Babylon? Babylon. Yeah, Babylon. That movie. It was it was beautiful. It was absolutely beautiful. It was a little chaotic at times, but there was a magic to the madness. And you see the pain in each character, and you see the hurt and the struggle that they go through every fucking day. And it just, I mean, the whole thing, I cried so much during that movie, and it just, not so much. I cried at the end. But there have been movies where I've just bawled my eyes out for like a quarter of the fucking movie, and I'm not gonna fucking watch that one again. However, I enjoyed it. I did get joy out of it, even though I cried my eyes out. There are some days, some occasions where I just need to cry, and so I'll throw on a sad movie. The Notebook. That'll fucking get me every time. So anyway, I love going to movies. That's something that brings me joy. I love getting a massage. I try very much so to be like present in the moment during my massage. My brain wanders, it's a wandering fool. So, but I have certain triggers to bring me back. I like think about, I listen to the music, I listen to the fan, the people walking around outside the door. Um, the, not that my massage therapist just found shouldn't bring me joy, but it sure does. It just feels so much better after. It feels so good. So hurts so good. Yeah, and there was this one time. One time in this massage, I had my regular therapist had an emergency or whatever, and I really needed a massage that day. And so, no big deal. I love her. Emergency happens. I found this place and it looks kind of like a happy ending place. Man, I'm not gonna lie, it's a little ghetto. However, they're also really good. And I ended up also getting cupping. So anytime I feel like I need cupping, I do stop in there. Um if my regular massage therapist is listening, Stephanie, I love you, girl, and I am forever yours. And I don't cheat on you unless I need cupping. Um So anyway, I in this specific time, my phone is on do not disturb. It is on silent. Always. My phone is always on silent. Always. If you can't get a hold of me, it's because my phone's on do not disturb and silent. I don't want people talking to me. What the fuck? So so do not disturb, silent. Didn't think I had to go further than that. All of a sudden, I'm laying there, again, fully present, hopped in my cab at LAX, something, something, da da da. So I listened to the words all around me. I don't remember the words to the song anymore. I used to know it. It comes on, I will fucking sing that shit so well. And it just gets louder and louder until it's blaring "Party in the USA." It's a party in the USA. It's like blasting. And I was like, so weird. And someone knocks on the door and it's like, phone, customer phone. Yeah. So the lady goes, is your phone ringing? And I go, well, it's on silent and do not disturb, so it shouldn't be, but maybe that's my phone. If you bring me my purse, I'll find it. So she found it in my purse. It's fine. And it really is fine. It wasn't a big deal. But she hands me my phone. My music just decided that it was going to play some Party in the USA for me. Yeah, at random, really loudly in the middle of a massage, disturbing other people's massages. And my ass thought it was probably next door. Yeah. Thin walls and all, or somebody else's phone. Couldn't possibly be mine because it's on do not disturb and silent. And I wasn't playing any music when I came in. And I'm 30 minutes into a massage and it has played zero music since then. And it's not like I asked it to play any music. So, anyway, normally I get joy in my massages. That was actually very funny and I still laugh about it. Some days. I also, I really like, there are like things that I've done like only a couple of times in my life that also bring me joy, like kayaking. I was thinking about that the other day. An ad popped up and I looked at it and I was like, I kind of want to go kayaking. Maybe I'll buy a kayak. And I was like, do I need to buy a kayak? I don't know. And this is a whole thought process, right? Do I have space for a kayak? This one's foldable, just really cool. And I was also procrastinating cleaning. So, I looked up kayaks for 4 hours and But I thought back to the last time I went kayaking. The only time I've been kayaking was with a friend I used to work with. She had kayaks. She said, Jess, you want to go? And I said, sure, I've never been. Let's try it. And it was so peaceful and so much fun and such a great workout. And I don't know, just like a sense of calm that went with it. Um, and I also really like to paint. I'm not a good painter. Y'all have seen if you've been to my website, you may have seen my art section. And my art section is either shit that I've taken pictures of and makes me happy, like flowers, usually. That's it. And then things I have painted. And I have almost all of them up there. And I've actually a couple more to add. But I'm not a good artist. I'm not good at it. But then again, like, what is good art? Art is subjective anyway, so it doesn't even matter. Oh no, we're good. Sorry, we had a moment. Streaming issues, but it looks like we're fine. So we'll find out later when I listen to this. So, but art makes me happy. It brings me joy. There's something about putting paint on a canvas and creating something, be it good or bad. It came out of my brain. I just being the moment of being creative just makes me so happy. It feeds my soul. Anything that brings you joy feeds your soul. And I just, I love it. I fucking love it. Doing karaoke is like this combination of anxiety ridden joy. Because I get so anxious, I get so nervous, but it is also so much fun. It's such a thrill. And I'm not good at singing at all. Y'all, I mean, you all just heard my rendition of Party in the USA. Hopped in the cab at LAX. Something, something, something. Something fame accepts. Want to fit in. So hear the song sound all around me. It's not a Nashville story. Something about tennis shoes and heels. Party in the USA. It's not great, but I like to sing. I do. I love it. It's fun. And it's terrible, but it's fun. And I sing a lot at work. And our work right now has no music, and anyone with like a neurodivergent brain understands that one song will get stuck in your head and it plays on repeat until you hear a new song. And when you have no music all day, it's the same song all day, and it's awful. Unless somebody else starts singing a song, and the only song somebody else is going to sing, something incredibly obnoxious, like the SpongeBob theme song. That does not bring me joy. So, tangent. Joy. Things that bring you joy don't have to be things that you're good at, is what I've learned. And I really, once I learned that, I've like lived a better life, a freer life. My cousin the other day, he told me he thought he felt like I'm very free. I just live freely. And it's funny because I'm definitely freer than I have been in the past, but I've never felt free, but I've always longed for freedom. And he always felt like I've seemed very free. And so I found that interesting. But when I did free myself from those expectations of, in order to enjoy it, you have to be good at it, I experienced a lot more joy. And I do a lot more things. And I experience a lot more embarrassment. And I'm working on experiencing less, because who fucking cares if you're at karaoke singing terribly, because half the people at karaoke are really, really, really good. And then there are those of us who are really bad. And if nothing else, I inspire another bad singer to get up on stage and butcher everybody's favorite song. And then we all have fun. So what I'm trying to say is that we all need more joy in our lives, and we all need more presence. I need more joy in my life, and I need more present moments and more stepping outside my comfort zone, because that's how you learn what new things bring you joy. So here's to a joyful week. I have this friend, I love her so much. She always asks, "What did you do for joy this week?" Always. We do some weekly check-ins. I met her through Curable, and she always asks, "What did you do for joy this week?" And sometimes she'll ask specifics, but I love that she asks that. I think it's one of the, we should always ask each other that. And if I'm like, shit, I didn't do anything for joy this week, she tells me, make sure you do something for joy this week, like this next week, this upcoming week. Find some time, because you can always make time. You need to make time for joy, because if you don't make time for joy, you just fall apart as a human. And at least I fall apart as a human. I just completely fall apart if I don't make time for joy. If I don't feed my own soul. And I love that so much. And then every time, like if we miss a call or a check-in, in her email, she's like, "Have a joyful week. May your week be filled with all the joy." And I've actually started, if you've received a happy birthday text from me, if I know you personally, a lot of times it says, "May your day be filled with lots of joy, love, and fun," because they are different and they're all necessary and they are all the best parts of life. So, on that note, may your week be filled with all the joy. I hope that you all find some joy this week. And I know this podcast is supposed to be about me and my self-growth and my growth journey, and whatever bullshit I'm going through, or whatever happiness and joyful things that I'm going through. But this episode, I'm going to tell you what to do. And I'm going to tell you, go have some fucking fun this week. Feel some joy. Be joyful. Be present. And I love you all. Bye.